brothers. They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage is safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slip. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our kings.
Shalom, Israel. It's that. Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping. Cause us.
ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Yahana. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM.
From west to the depth till they bury me.
Every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Maskoya.
From west to the depth till they bury me.
I'm one West till they bury me.
ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets. 91.9 FM.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yohana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping. Causes.
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's right. White man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life. Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Wagwan priest, you good? What's going on? Listen, man, I'm hearing you, man, you ISUPK brothers be talking about the Jacobites that was in Scotland were originally black. You man ain't reaching that.
Listen, put that on the TV right there. You'll see it. This is the transportations. If you look right there, it will let you know Robert Adam, brown, William Bow, black, Dougal Campbell, brown complexion, black, brown. I see brown, black, brown, black, brown. This is all the Jacobites that was shipped out of places like Ireland and so forth. This is the transportations. Right. So this is giving you the complexion of the Jacobites that was shipped out of these places to Barbados and other islands in the West Indies.
Yo, that's mad. So it's saying what? Robert Adams was a labourer and he was what? Brown faced. William Bell was what? Black, curled hair. Damn. That's deep, man.
Which means what as well? Which also means black people was in Europe. Why? Because they ruled the Dark Ages. So that's why they was in Europe.
You man are cold at history, man. All right, man. Shalom.
you something to eat.
I got some change for you. Go on real quick.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping. Causes.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking. The moment they are called, their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughters safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it. I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me. I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraphs or forensics. I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pull me from the dirt and from the mud, it's gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid, plus 10. Put me in the Supermax, I get super jacked, working out every day, canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe, my brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Still my fate. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the the first 48. I got wives that done gave they all to stand beside me. Kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their names. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West train, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. But only make it worse, is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brother safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping. Cause us.
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's the white man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, hunting for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gone on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, they got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on the face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life, my whole life.
All right, that's it, right? You have to shop with the thumb. It was good on Akim. How you feel?
Thumb. Shake it thumb.
Yup. We back Wednesday night, rocking it out. Black Watch Wednesday, holding it down for Commander Jenny, the hardest working man in Israel. Give him a hand. You know what I mean? Definitely getting it in. Tonight we're gonna have some good stories for sure. We had to celebrate the heroes of the UPK Act. Y'all know the Baramath. He had found some brother up there in Milwaukee that's missing. That's been missing. It was shit. Yeah. A warrior called me about 2 hours ago, just before class. A warrior, he had to help them out. Y'all know a warrior is like a one-man unit handling, I swear he in Minority Report. He on the phone, he driving, he doing this thing, he getting this thing over. You know what I mean? And the Lord done put something in front of him, and it's just proof that the UPK has what it takes
This
for what's
was
missing in
Sergeant
this
Edgar
movie.
Caldwell, a veteran in the United States Marine Corps.
That's because you was gonna say something? That was you, Kazak? Shit. No, you're off now. I can't hear your audio.
You mute.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. I seen two screens in front of me. Something going wrong with
No. That's StreamYard. They add that whole narrow screen for the platforms like the YouTube Shorts, Reels, the TikTok, all that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. That's all. It's just a new. That way,
new layout.
They do the whole format. They could do the whole format. I try to you could exit off under you if you get the. Are you getting a reverb with it?
With when the song was playing.
Okay, yeah, you could exit out underneath. Are you getting a reverb now?
Live, sir.
It's the yeah. There's a whole narrow format, I guess, for like if you're watching on whatever might be the narrow format. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So let me know if you'll get an echo or anything coming back through. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So Warrior, come on, put me on. Yeah.
Come on. So you hear me, sir?
I could hear you. Go ahead.
Most High Christ. Shalom. What's going on? Yeah, I had something happen tonight. Actually, I was at one of the locations at the Slave. I mean, I'm standing outside. I was getting ready for the call. Waiting for Captain Shot to call me. As my phone's ringing for the call I was waiting on, a young sister, runs up and says, "I need help. Somebody's trying to kill me." Right. So, so at the Slave, I take her inside, and there's other people at the Slave, and I lock the door because she's saying somebody's trying to kill her. At the same time, I don't know what's going on. I don't know the sister.
Right.
So I'm already suspicious.
Trying to line you up and rub your ass out.
Come on. So then she says, in her words, my father, I have a celebrity father. Somebody's trying to kill me. I'm like, okay. So so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And she said, can I use your phone to call somebody? I'm like, all right, that's too wild. I mean, so then she says, my phone is dead. The number I need to call is not working. And then she says, I have a celebrity father. Somebody's trying to kill me. Again. And I'm like, this is a little weird. Right? So I gave her a place to charge her phone. And when she charges her phone, first person she called, 911. She calls the police. So she's on the phone with the police, and she's like, she keeps saying the same thing. I have a celebrity father. Somebody's trying to kill me. Right. After a while, the police are asking her questions. I'm listening to her, and she says, I'm a celebrity. I have a celebrity father again. And then she mentions her name. So I look up her name, right? I put her first and last name, and I put daughter of, and it finishes for me on Google. You know how Google is. Daughter of Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
Right? It pulls her up on the screen. I'm looking at the sister, and it's her, right? And it says, there's the estranged Dr. Umar Johnson. She has mental health issues. So then the police show up. Some devil walks into the location, and the devil's trying to talk to her, but he's getting frustrated because she keeps saying, I have a celebrity father, and somebody's trying to kill me. That's all she's saying. And then she starts talking gibberish. She starts talking about she applied for a job here, she's trying to get money here, and she has many businesses she owns and stuff of that nature. Right? So the devil just want to be done with it. So the devil says, look, I can't do nothing for you. All I can do is give you a incident number. Incident number. So he steps outside to get the incident number. So I followed him outside and I asked him, hey, can you call a ambulance for the sister? Because she looks like she is having a panic attack and she's, clearly deranged. He says, is that what you want me to do? Or you just want to leave? I said, nah, just call I have no problem with her. Just call an ambulance for her. He goes inside, says, ma'am, do you want me to call an ambulance? And she says, yes. And he's like he kind of sucks his teeth, like we're wasting his time now. So
like because he had to do this work
oh
is
God.
problem. And of course he's a devil and she's black.
Right.
All right,
exactly. So after that, while he's talking, and then he asks her, do you need me to wait with you while the ambulance comes? And she says yes. So he's really mad now, right? So then another brother who's also a cop, he walks into the location. I don't know if that's his partner or because I only seen one car, but he walks in, and he's standing off to the side like me, and so me and him start talking. I asked him, hey, by the way, do you guys have a missing persons list you could look up to see if she's on that list? He said, oh, I could just get her ID and check that out real quick. So he goes, he gets her ID, and he calls it, and within a minute, it comes out she's missing. 3 weeks she's been missing. Her family.
Wow.
I mean, come on, sir. Turns out she's actually from Philly. She lives in Philly. She got to Maryland somehow, and she's just been out here. I mean, so then they basically took her away in the ambulance, took her to the hospital, and they'll take it from there. I mean, the crazy thing is, I have to like I'm looking at these cops like, if I was you, I'd be with a young girl. She was 23 years old, right?
Right.
I'm like, a young girl out here. That's the first place I would check with all the missing young black girls in America. I would think that would be like instinctive, like check to see if she's missing. And now, Sam Cap, I was thinking of something else too, because I didn't understand why she kept saying I have a celebrity father. I don't know. You tell me what you think, sir.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
I feel like she kept saying that to give herself some value. Like, if she says I have a celebrity father, that means care about me,
Don't treat me like I ain't got no father out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's definitely all of that. She had immense. I don't know if this is the same one. At one time there was one who came out and was talking real trash about him. Right. I'm not sure if this is the same one. It could be. But what is the other thing? That she was on medication and she wasn't taking it, correct?
Oh God, she was on medication. She was not taking medication because she's out. She's lost. She's out on the streets, so she don't have no medication to take. And it actually is her. That's the one that was talking trash.
That's the same one.
Come on, sir.
Where I believe she contacted the school before. I think she had hit Cesaria before to I guess spill the beans on Umar, and Cesaria had to tell her this isn't the place to trash your father. Like she thought because there was a beef in the doctrine, there would be it's a breach where she could exploit. You know what I mean? So I believe it's from that part. So now look at the second time now where an officer in the school has to do the work of officers who paid by the government. You imagine you have to dictate the pace for what, maybe 2 10-year veterans at least?
Come on.
Got to be about 5 or 10 years, them niggas on the force if they're that slack. I can't believe they'll be that slack within 2 to 5 years of being on the job. I think it takes some time to get so lackadaisical. You understand what I'm saying?
Come on.
I would think it takes some time to get to that point of where, imagine now somebody had to tell you, hey, do you want to see if she need any help? You call the ambulance. Okay, I'll do it. What about if you run her name in the database and see if she's missing? Okay, I'll do that. Like, goddamn, you mean to tell me Commander General Yohana shouldn't just get the keys to the damn kingdom right now and just show all what to do? His officers are clearly better. Listen, the bar man on the slave, the dude walk on to the damn bus he driving, and he look at the dude and ask him his name and his age, and he's like, sit right here. Let me make a call. Damn near the same thing. You know what I mean? Damn near the same thing. And I think with the bar and them, I think they did something with some young, like a juvenile who was missing. And they went through the neighborhood asking and knocking on doors and shit and found the kid. Like, you mean to tell me the Israelite school, once again, your government is shut down, ours isn't.
Right.
Your government is shut down, ours isn't. A warrior brother, I give you a hand for that play right there. And for having the care. You've always been a brother who always care about Israel and care how this one doing, care how that one doing. And to people in the world, it's a very foreign concept. It's a very foreign concept, and it's a very it's an uneasy feeling, because in the world you're taught to cut off yourself and not care about other people and not give a damn and not imagine going the extra mile to make a phone call. You didn't tell this cop he drive her to the hospital. You didn't tell the other cop, listen, call around and see. Like, this was a push of a button for both of them. And it was almost like it was a burden, at least for the first one. The second one did it right away. But at least the first one, he couldn't believe he had to come down there and deal with this crazy nigga who don't know where she is. And, father is a celebrity. And so what? Am I supposed to care? With Officer Warrior of the Israelite School of UPK under command of John Yohana showed you that you're supposed to care. Showed you that you're supposed to care. He showed you how you should care. He gave you the blueprint on how you should care. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it that's effective, that's going to get the job done, and you're still going to make it home to that wife you got. You're still going to make it home to them kids who don't love you. But that there, brother, was, in the right place, right time, man. Talk about right place, right time. And she happened to see you. Who the hell knows that? Sometimes, of course, with people with mental illness, they're able to still identify and correlate when things happen. Maybe she saw the spirit of the Lord on the ark and said, he looked like he was gonna help me. Who the hell knows that? Who the hell knows how it was seen, how she visualized the damn thing? You get me?
Come on.
But for sure, Warrior, that there was that was the work of the Lord right there, brother. That was the work of the Lord right there. Definitely had to give it up to you. And for sure, up Commander Jerry Hannah for raising brothers who have courage to care about Black people. Because especially in this day and age, it takes courage to care about Black people, man.
Right.
It's a lot of courage to, be on the line and give a damn about Black people. Like she mentally she have a mental problem, mentally unstable. The cop don't care. And he has all the resources at his fingertips to help her.
Right.
He could call whatever in and help her. You don't, but you have all the wisdom and skill and know how to help her, which lets you know all the Israelite school of UPK under command Jerry Hannah is missing is the resources to do it.
Right.
Because you all have the resources and you're not doing the job. You don't want to do the job. You're frustrated when you get called to do the job.
Yeah.
This brother here doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs at the same time, and she comes up to him and she met a brother today. She met a brother today who did what every brother should do for every brother and sister in Israel. Like, imagine you get 5,000 more warriors, 5,000 more Kazakhs all over this nation, all over where we are, to police the area with wisdom, not a Batman belt with the pepper spray and the guns. Like, that shit don't help. It has its purpose. Don't get me wrong. It has a purpose on the right-hand side. But wisdom police the situation. Imagine you policing the police. Imagine you telling them to do this thing. You telling them to do this thing here and do that. And have the wisdom to be like, could you just check and see if she might be missing? Somebody might be missing this girl. Oh yeah, I could do it. It's just what do you say? I push of a button. What do you say? What do you say? I'm a warrior when you told him check.
Oh yeah. He just asked. He said, I just gotta get her ID, and then he just called in her name, And sure enough, she's missing.
Sure enough, she's missing. And you have the know-how. You're not in law enforcement. You're not a detective, but you aware. You have so much of what they call it. You're not tone deaf to the culture or what's going on with our people. You're so aware. You know, okay, we have an epidemic of missing Black women,
right?
And that nobody cares about. And then you hear her say, "Somebody trying to kill me. I need help. I need to make a phone call. Somebody trying to kill me." As crazy as it sounds, you gave her the care that, you know, government departments is put there to help people like her. You gave her the care that the first responders are put there to help people like her. And when they responded, they, you know, at least the first one, at least the devil, he couldn't wait to get lost.
Right.
She's lost. He couldn't wait to get lost. To feel that. Imagine growing up like that. Like, God damn.
If I could jump in.
Come on.
What you saying is so heavy that they doing so much everything backwards. They do so many things backwards in this kingdom that even on the police, it's supposed to say to serve and protect.
You're right.
Right. But they do neither. When you think about it, like, damn, they don't even, especially not the serving part. Like they the last to really want to do some servant type work for the community. If I could, quick story. I remember one time I had bought a moped, and I'm riding the moped. It was late night. The moped broke down. It's like 2 a.m. or midnight or something. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it like I gotta push it to my location. The police pulled me over, and they like, you know, they want to see if it's stolen. Like if I'm pushing it down a main street, a stolen scooter at, you know, midnight. And so they do all the double checking. And I'm like, you know, well, y'all could help me push this thing or help me get it there. Because if it was stolen, y'all sure would get a tow truck out here. But since it's not stolen, y'all just gonna drive off and let me keep pushing down the road, you know, to wherever I gotta go. Like that's the type of thing that the government, they, like you said, on the right-hand side, like they will do more harm than good. If they have, if it was supposed to be where they could do both, like help the people, really just help the people. But you know, we look to a nation that cannot save us. So you know, we need brothers like a warrior and other brothers like y'all watching to step up and get the training in the UPK so we can really do the thing that we need to do.
That's right. That's right. Hey, a warrior.
Come on, concert.
Did those cops thank you?
Lie, sir.
God damn, man. They didn't even say good looking out, bro. You okay? You need us to do anything else? Nothing like that. They just rolled the fuck out.
Yeah, come on. As soon as the ambulance took her, they was out also.
Yeah, listen, man, the officers in the Israelite school of UPK are better than your officers.
Yeah.
They're more trained. They have the spirit of the Lord to do the job. They have the wisdom to do the job. They have the temperament to do the job. Like this is, you know, and okay, this is kindness that was shown to this sister in a season that is the most unkind. Like this, you know, Christmas into Thanksgiving, into Black Friday, into Christmas is the most unkind season of the year because everybody is such in a rush to, you know, for pleasure and gluttony and to feed themselves and pleasure themselves and buy themselves so much shit. For you to have, you know, the time of the day, it definitely says something about the caliber of officer that sits in these ranks. That's this establishment in this government. Like I say, man, I damn near want to make a t-shirt. My government runs just fine. I don't figure out the words. Your government is shut down, but my government has been running just fine. You know what I mean? My government cannot shut down. It's impossible. How will it shut down? That's crazy. Like that's that there, brother. I mean, that's for sure the work of the Lord. And you was right there, you know, on point, ready to do the job. Ready to do the job. And it's damn near like the Lord puts in brothers and sisters in position to see and help. You know what I mean? Because the brothers in DC, I think I talked about it before on the radio show, the closing of the Feast of Tabernacles. It's Trooper Nassawan and his family, his rib, his daughter, her son, and then his other son. They come into the school in all in one vehicle. And they reach this intersection about a mile away from the school. And they are at a red light. And coming on the cross street perpendicular to them is this Latino couple on one of those rental bikes, the bikes that the power bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Brother on an SUV, a big SUV, Pilot runs the red lights and slams into them. Slams into them. NASA one said he didn't even know it was two of them. He said he saw one because of how far the brother flew.
Whoa.
He said he got out, and as he's walking to get, pick up the bike and to help, he got out of his car because they was all out there. The rain just started to fall. The brother comes up bloody. His face is blood all over. Speaks no English. Say the daughter, the sister Kaya Bath, she speaks a little bit of Spanish, so she starts trying to talk to them. NASA one said he didn't even realize it's two of them because the sister under the damn SUV. Not all the way under, but like under the engine area.
The bumper. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, down there under there. And they try to pull her out to stand up. They try to stand her up. She can't stand. She just collapsed like a ton of bricks. Just collapsed down on the ground. Something fucked up with her legs or hips or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So now someone trying to, calm them down. The sister trying to talk to them in Spanish and ask if they want help, if they need them to call an ambulance. The brother hear ambulance and said, no, don't call. Don't call nobody.
Oh,
then he starts to yell at the girl to tell her get up because they got to go. And he pulling her up. They're both trying to get on the bike. She in pain. They stop them and ask them again, you sure you don't want, we could help you. We can, we'll wait with you. It's like, no, we don't call. And I'm like, that got to be a certain amount of terror to live under. You bleeding, your woman jammed up, and you don't want to go to the hospital because you might end up in Alligator Alcatraz.
Right.
That is hell. And now while NASA one of them trying to help them and pull them to the side, this bastard just drives the hell off her. Drives the hell off. NASA one say he think if they didn't get out of the car, because nobody else was at the intersection, he'd have just drove over the sister because you couldn't see that she was under there. You couldn't see it. So NASA one stay on the scene until the police show up, and he tells the police what's happening. The cops say, don't even worry about it. And he started to point out where all on that intersection, they have cameras that people don't see. He said, don't worry about it. We'll get to the bottom of them. And the cop is trying to, go and talk to them to go. They don't want no parts of cop or ambulance or nothing. And I'm like, brother, we in so much hell under this oppressor. Like the Lord is going to now inadvertently show Israel who they need to get help from, who they should go to for everything, who's going to be there. Because, okay, he said there's nobody else there. He said as soon as they got the sister up, the SUV just backed up and rolled out. But he said if he wasn't there, like you couldn't see the girl under the car. You had to come out and walk to the front of the damn truck because it's so high up. He said he might have just rolled off because it's only the brother you saw. You know what I mean? So these things that happening, man, it's for sure it's the Lord. And I would say, the Lord always say, be ready to answer every question. You know what I mean? To show yourself approved, study, show yourself approved, and be ready to answer every question. And sometimes you might think it means doctrine. But it could mean taking care of your people, because that's a question too. But a warrior, right or wrong, didn't she ask you a question?
Come on.
You understand? Like that could also be it. Don't just think breakdowns and precepts. That's very important too. But brother, that charity, that brotherhood, that ability to take care of, this is some Command General Hannah taught all of us in here. This is like a UPK staple. Like that, like we value that more than the breakdown and this precept and that precept. That's good to know, and it's a good thing. It's our records. It's good, but brother, it's a difference when you can come to the aid of Israel in something they need. That tangible carnal thing that's needed. You know, go ahead, Capsulaki.
Nah, we hit on this so heavy, and that's it. I was sitting on here trying to figure out, I mean, how to explain it. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, brotherhood is the explanation of all of this.
That's it.
You understand? Like the cops and them, they getting paid to do a job. But America done, you know what I mean, and that's like in a nutshell, America. Like, you know what I mean, how much am I going to get paid? You know what I mean? What's my, you know what I mean, what am I going to get compensated?
Yeah.
You understand? Like they're not doing it because of brotherhood. They're doing it because they get a check, and that's all they care about.
Yep.
You know, it's a check. But you know what I mean, but when it comes to that brotherhood, you know what I mean, brotherhood trumps that check.
Yeah.
You understand? And you know what I mean, this place, you can imagine we had, you know what I mean, our own hospital where we could have, you know what I mean, take those, you know what I mean, that brother and sister too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this bastard done wipe all of that out.
Yeah.
You understand? Wiped all of that out. Because brotherhood, brother, you know what I mean, they would have been able to walk in there, and if they don't have it, they don't have it. Wherever, they're gonna be taken care of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in this place, you know what I mean, they're thinking about they don't have health insurance. They may not be here, you know what I mean, legal. So they're thinking, as they say, they're gonna end up in Alcatraz.
And not
Without
go ahead, Salaki.
Yeah, without any, you know what I mean, without any medication. And
Yeah.
nobody in there gonna care for them.
Nobody ain't
You
gonna
understand? You understand? Yeah. You understand?
And
So
I was gonna say too, not just, you know, they may not be legal. I think the terror is so strong, whether you're legal or not, brother. Once you ain't white, you once you ain't white, you ain't right.
That's it.
Once you're brown, you're wrong. And that's really, you know, the crux of it. That's the atmosphere. That's the you know, like how it's cloudy and overcast. Like it's overcast in the spirit for our people so much where we rather just not go.
Yeah.
We rather just not do this because what could happen, who the hell knows? They send you somewhere, you see some judge close down some detention center and or give orders to possibly do it in Chicago, in Illinois. Because it's just, you know, they're saying is the facility is just not up to par. You know what I mean? And they're not keeping no record of nobody. So like it's no coincidence. I think this thing with the Barmath, this thing with the Warrior, even Kahan, that video you put up was so heavy.
Yeah.
That's so fucking heavy. And I'm looking at the old I'd have find a name for her. She looked like the thing from the Game of Thrones after the dragon, not the dragon lady, the other one who cut the hair, the one who was yeah. I'm like, hold on, is that a man? And then I realized it's a broad who just on a power trip see the outer state tags and trying to get the name on the you know, the next week morning report to get, you know, recognized for, you know, 2 kilos or something and $50 cash. They think that's a big haul. So they you know, they tried to press you, brother, and the shit was, you know, the video was outstanding with that shit there.
The water caps. So like if I could,
come on.
If Yashikar with me, they would have thought I was show with the cartel. They like, if I had Yashikar with me, they was like, this nigga here. No, I know you moving by where you work with the Medellin. Who you?
Yeah.
God.
They don't say, come on, Cheech and Chong, let's go.
Yeah. God, that I bring out the heavy tools to cut them that pipe open, the engine block open.
The jaws of life. There's no wreck. He just cut the car open in half.
Yeah.
Man, it's a wild thing. Yeah, go ahead, Cap, please.
No, I want to make a point on what you're saying. It's so heavy, especially with the government shutdown. So what you're saying is so right, Cap. Like these people, they don't live in the same world we live in, and a lot of people is looking like, okay, where the government shutdown is over with now, but a lot of people, they on a financial, thread, and the damage is done now. 40 days in, no paycheck or no food benefits. This gonna spiral their life, out of control for the next 6-7 years, possibly 10 years, because they, playing catch up, man. But they made me think about that scripture where it talks about how we trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. Like we in the shadow, we not even in the we living on the outskirts. We outcast in this place, man, and it's just so heavy. When you see these stories and things hit it, daily interaction with our brothers and sisters, man. Like you said, the atmosphere is thick, and you can see the gradualization in the language that our oppressor used. At first they started to say, well, you know what, that's not patriotic, and then they go to it escalates into, well, that's un-American, and to the next step is that you're not American. So they slowly use that language, to make you an enemy of the state, or or somebody that's against America, and the parameters of America, they decide.
Right.
They decide what it is. So Salak, I yield. Water.
No, you're absolutely right with that. Like it's a point now where they getting stretched so damn thin. Like they getting stretched so damn thin in their empire as they try to make this thing, stay afloat. And as that happening, we've always had that compassion. We've always had, that sense of community that other communities don't have. Like Blacks and Latinos, we have a strong sense of community and loyalty to a community. You know what I mean? Where it's damn near like a problem, like we'll buy it over. We get invested in solving this thing and coming together with this and, doing something. And as this place falls out, as this place gets stretched thin, that thing we have that we don't need the resources to have is going to make us get the resources we need.
That's it.
Because anybody hearing this shit up, like this shit with the Barama, this shit with a warrior today here, like he had to tell the police, run her name through the system. No, listen, y'all know they run your name through the system for the other thing, not to see if you're missing, but to see if you have a warrant.
Yep, quick.
Had she been a man acting like that, and all little out of let's check to see if he got warrants. But that's an easy color for them. Warren, what he asked you, do you want her out the store just to leave you alone, some shit like that?
Come on, do you want her to leave?
Do you want her to leave? Like, like that's the protect and serve.
Yeah.
Do you just want her to leave? No, nigga. I want you to do your job. Take care of her. Mental illness is not a crime. Take care of her. Treat her like how you would treat one of them, Hollywood celebrity daughters who want to overdose and have all these sex parties and spaz out somewhere on Rodeo Drive. You all would all, call this, you get the softest, chair for her to sit in and give her some water and get, you wouldn't even take her into a facility. You take her somewhere it's a madhouse. It's for people who, mentally unstable, but it ain't the one we go to. It's something where they wake up in the morning and there's trees and green outside. White sheets and an uncluttered room, things to help your mind stimulate.
That's right.
Like imagine how much of this is going on all over the place. Like these missing Black girls, because it's brothers missing too. But I know there's an insane amount of Black women who are missing in America. What happened with Officer Warrior here? These girls is right there in front of everybody's faces, but the people who should give a damn don't give a damn.
That's right. Right.
Go ahead, please.
What you're saying is so right. They're hiding in plain sight.
They're right there.
They're right there. You know what's so crazy about it, man? Boy, the scripture's so heavy when they talk with the Lord. Say, that He's the kind of God that He's nigh unto us.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these things that we trying to get, we want justice. We want all these things. The Lord has given us spiritual principles to make those things tangible, materialize in front of our eyes.
Right.
But like you said, and you know what's so spiritual about it? I'm seeing this more and more. I don't know if other brothers are seeing it, but the Lord is moving us. Of course, we know the verbiage, but the Lord is now that practicality, that practical knowledge, that being able to apply it. Now we're getting to that stage now, more and more with our interactions with our people. It's becoming more and more, just on our day-to-day lives. Now the Lord is he's testing that practicality of the scriptures that we've learned. And it's just so heavy what you just said, Cap, about that brotherhood, man, and how we apply it to our life, you know what I'm saying? And which would circumvent a lot of this foolishness that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Like our you.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead,
I'm just after what you're saying. You know what I mean? What's so heavy with what you're saying is this day I'll never forget too. This is with Commander Jerry and Hannah. I think Mashaki was out there. Kanye might have been out there too. When Commander Jerry and Hannah made that statement to these brothers. I think that is the time the Muslims and them trying to, raise their head.
Mm-hmm.
And Commander Jerry and Hannah said, I don't know you. You know what I mean? I don't know where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
But you're a black man like me, and it worth something.
Yeah.
And I will not let nobody sell you drugs.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's the spirit Commander Jay Hannah done put on all of us.
Yeah.
We may not know you, but your life means something because you're black like me, and you know what I mean? Basically, you understand?
Yep.
And that's the spirit, you know what I mean, Commander Jay Hannah done put on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You understand? We have some with you blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. Bet your bottom dollar in the eyes of Commander Jay Hannah and his men, you mean a whole lot. You understand? Right. We don't go by, you know what I mean, money don't fuel the love we have for our people.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It don't. You understand? And it's coming to a point now where Esau, he been trying to live like a person he's not.
Mm-hmm.
He been trying to live like, you know what I mean, like he is a upright, honorable person when he's not. The Bible said he is going to live by the sword.
Right.
And he is trying to not show that he's living by that. He's trying to show that, oh, I'm an honorable person. I make, you know what I mean, I make deals, I do this, I do that. But under that clothes he wearing, under that reputation, is blood all over his body.
Yeah.
He has blood all over him.
Yep.
You understand? And now it's coming. Now it's coming out, and now their own news personnel, their own white people, getting to realize the problem is not the Native Indians. The problem was never the Hispanics. The problem was never black people. We want the problem. The problem is the people who run the government.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you're seeing it. Even tonight, you saw it. A warrior with them cops. The problem is who's running that police department.
That's right.
You understand? Who's running your government? Who is? And these are people who are not qualified. These are people who bread and butter is gotten by ill gain.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's where you're starting to see show. You know what I mean? Show his head. You know what I mean? More and more in this place.
Yeah.
So like, can I say one? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cap. Go ahead, Cap.
Good, Con.
I just wanted to say, and you know what, man? That's how you know it's in the spirit, man. Cap and I, like I was just thinking about this today before they gave those votes on that opening the government back up. Like these people here, they know how to grow government and they know how to shrink government, but they don't know how to run government.
Right.
They just been doing what you're saying is so right. Like people are starting to see the game that they've been playing and they starting to piece it together. You know what I'm saying? They're going back from conservative to liberal, with big government to small government, but they don't know how to run. Like the Bible say, they despise government.
Right.
They don't. It's because government, you have to have principles You have to have righteous principles to have a government and a civilization.
Mhm.
Once again, all these political science people, all the people that say they know history, you have to agree with the ISUPK. There's no getting around it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to eventually sit down with Commander General Yohana. It's going to happen. I'm telling you what's going to happen. He didn't already prophesied it. You're gonna have to sit down with Commander General Yohana or one of the generals or the generals and trust you're gonna have to agree, because at this point here, I mean, this is a dog and pony show or elephant and a donkey show.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
And just to add to what Captain Khan is saying, Commander General Yohana was the first person I heard said about us being the scapegoat, and it's coming out now.
Yeah.
He said it before all this, you know what I mean, this is coming out now. Like the news starting to realize that, okay, like Esau, just imagine you put a man in office, right? Your housing, you know what he doing with the housing now, right? They're trying to push 50-year mortgage. So now a $500,000 house, by the end of that 50-year mortgage, you don't pay $1 million.
You're paying 1.2, 1.3 million for that. For that.
You understand? So which means now young oppressors, they can't buy a house. They can't live the American dream.
Right.
You understand? So who are you gonna blame? America was putting the blame on us. Remember when the housing market crashed?
Yeah.
They put the blame on us. You understand? When Barack Obama went and bailed out Wall Street and all them big corporations, he bailed them out.
Right.
You understand? But we got the blame for most of it. You understand? For when it crashed. And now you kicking out all these immigrants, you know what I mean, so-called immigrants out of the country. The ones that when you go in the supermarket, your fruits that you're buying, the reason why it's so cheap is because they was picking it.
That's right.
You understand? So now your price is going up. Did you know that Donald Trump said that he's saving them, I think, by 25% on what you call it again, for the Thanksgiving that coming up?
Yeah.
Lo and behold, they took out 6 items. Normally they'll have the 21 items on the list.
Right.
But he took out 6 and said, "What? You're saving money." Then he gave them generic brand. It's almost like you are counting the number of calories that you're giving the people.
Well,
you understand?
Listen, you remember. I don't know if you remember with Russia.
Mm-hmm.
When Russia was going through their most recent depression before Putin.
Mm-hmm.
Like Russia, Ukraine, all them places, they had a ration for the day and a ration for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would you go there and the ration would be based on your age, height, and weight. That a person this age, this height, this weight, they need such and such grams of protein. So you only get, how much ever pieces of meat or fish, how much ever grams of carbs. So you get this bread, some grain, potatoes, and you had to ration that out. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So don't think for a second that America is going to stay so skinny coming, nigga. Skinny coming. I keep saying it. You thought I was crazy and I said skinny coming, skinny coming. Skinny coming. So that's definitely what he's doing there with this thing here. And of everything again is for him is for money and gain. And he will wreck his country, wreck his whole thing. He promising what $2,000 stimulus checks. All the economists is saying, bro, it's gonna be rough. They're saying it's gonna be rough. So, but as this place goes into chaos, there's going to be the truth, something consistent, something reliable, dependable, and continuous that's going to be there throughout. And people will see Commander General Yohana and the Israelite School of UPK is that little sanctuary, that house that you need to come to for everything.
Mm-hmm.
See it, we've been doing it. We prepared for it. We ready to go. All we need is the resources they have.
That's it.
All we need. We need the resources they have, and you'll see something amazing. You'll see something absolutely, like how the scripture said, your eyes have not seen, and your mind, you can't even imagine what the Lord is getting ready to build. And you're gonna get blown away by that, even in the early stages, even as the foundation getting laid, even in the rough time. This is way before the kingdom and the angels and the hunters come. You're gonna see some shit that is just utterly amazing. Like that thing with the Barmath, Captain the Barmath, and that thing with Officer Warrior tonight. He telling me the story, and I'm thinking, he about to end it off. Like I damn near buy into the propaganda. I'm like, a Warrior, you telling me the story, and I'm like, okay, he's going to tell me 2 niggas is going to run in the store to try to rob it. He's going to tell me that. And this thing take a whole other turn that I would have never ever guessed or seen coming. Never ever guessed or seen coming. And brother, we in the right place for it. We in the right place. We in everything you're going through in here, it's to build you and mold you for what's to come. And what's coming is coming quickly. It's coming quickly. So make sure, like that scripture say, be ready to give an answer. Study to show yourself approved. That ain't just talking about doctrine, man. You're gonna have to answer a lot of calls soon. You know how to manage shit. Watch for people. Watch over. You gotta watch them and make sure the people who with the resources do the right thing for them.
That's it.
Like you're really that steward that Christ called for. You're really that person to watch over. You're that priest and prophet. That's really the training we getting up in here.
Yeah.
If I could, I got a quick scripture I want to throw on that. It's heavy. Isaiah 3:6. It says, when a man shall take.
I could get it.
Okay. Isaiah 3:6. And it just goes into what you're saying about the leader really stepping up to take care of the people. Like we think about it, when we say it and think about it, everybody kind of thinks like, yeah, I mean, anybody would want to do that job. That seems like a good job to do. But really, when you get down to it, nobody really wants to do that job. And you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it in the scriptures. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 6. When a man shall take hold of his brother, of the house of his father, saying, "Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand."
They come to him and say, "Look, you got something going on. You be the leader. You be the ruler. Let's help build this ghetto back up." Go ahead.
In that day shall he swear, saying, "I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people."
And you got to notice, the dude said, "You have clothing." He said, "Nah, I don't got no clothes. I ain't got nothing to help you." But he obviously, the guy see you got it. Really, there's nobody who really want to take the money and do it for the people that need it. They want to take the money and keep the money and act like I ain't got enough to really help out like that. I got enough for for what we want to do. But the Church of Second Ministry, we got enough for what we need. We got enough for that $6 million jet, $60 million jet for Creflo. We got enough for these $5,000 tailor-made suits. We got enough for the Calvary Baptist Church for a building fund. We got enough for that. We ain't got enough really to help out the community like that.
Yeah.
Our people don't want to be the ruler, but now, brother, the Lord has raised up the men that will be the ruler. You know what I mean? Right. And like Captain Mashak said, actually take the time and the care and not just see the resources and take it for themselves. Because that's what a lot of people want to do. They say, I want to help the community. I want to get a 501c3. This is what happens. They get the 501c3. They get their first $20,000 loan. They sit there and say, oh, man, $20,000, shoot. I want to get this next year. All I got to do is get some signatures.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna run my nonprofit with this $20,000, and they get themselves a car. They get themselves a new, bigger, TV, new clothes. They set themselves up, and then when it's time, they say, "Hey, let me give you a couple $100. Go get a whole bunch of signatures." Oh yeah, let me get another 20,000. And they take it again. How do I know? Because this is what a dude told me. A nonprofit paid him. A black dude who run a nonprofit paid him. Said, "Look, just go get a bunch of signatures for me. I give you like $100 or whatever." But he know the whole scheme is so he can get another nonprofit loan to so-called help the black community. But he really just taking the money for himself.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the only motivation.
Right.
That's the only motivation. You know what I mean? There's this let's get some of these stories. I don't know if this story is in here. Is there a story in here about how the cops pointed the gun at this special needs child who said he was in a school and he told another student, I have a switch in my pocket. And he was talking about a Nintendo Switch. The student went and tell the teacher that he has a gun in his pocket with the switch on the back. And immediately the cop drew a gun on this young brother, had him face down. This is like, he's special needs. I think he's autistic or something. They say on that day, it may not be on this list. I saw the video. I should have passed it to a warrior. Arawaja. But they said that particular student, they have like a guide who be with them all day, like a person, like an adult who stays with them all day, make sure they're good to go, like a partner in school. And that particular day, this person was out sick or absent, so this child had nobody to advocate. And this cop draw this gun on this young brother, or young student. I ain't even sure if it's a boy or girl, because they said this person had a gun on them with no proof, no approach or nothing, and he didn't have no gun. He's saying I have a Switch, the Nintendo Switch. Like we in a place, brother, where we don't have the benefit of the doubt anymore, if we even ever had it. Like when they show up, it's preformed, prejudices that they are very much willing to act on.
Yeah.
Rather than ask you a question. Like Sonia Massey would have been alive if she met a warrior at her door.
Mm-hmm.
A warrior would have helped out with that pot of water if she was able to call the Israelite school of UPK instead.
Mm-hmm.
I said it before. Your 911 is going to change from 3 numbers to 5 letters in a short time. It's going to be ISUPK, and you're going to realize it. You're going to know that, listen, hold up, don't call 911, just call them people first. Call them. Call them first, and let's see what them brothers do. They're a little crazy and stuff. They're on the corner yelling, but I see how they handle people. Call them. They're going to know what to do. There's going to be a power shift in this thing, because that's, imagine how many young children are just walking around missing. And some cop is looking at them like they're a menace. Do you want her to leave? Yeah, we could just make her leave. What they'll do, trespass a missing person? Brother, we don't have any recourse or help in this place. We don't have none. None. Like that there is wild to me. Absolutely wild.
So like you said.
Come on up.
And that point you just made is so heavy. It makes me, like, as we seeing these different events happen, with Officer Warren, Captain DeBar, and just, there's so many things that happen all across the UPK that really, only the brothers in the situation know it, and the camp leader, you know what I'm saying? It's so many things that's like this is happening. And it just makes you think of the scripture where it says, in Daniel, where it says, in the days of these kingdoms, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God will be built.
Yeah.
Like this is what it looks like. It's not fancy. It's like everybody in their mind has the idea of what they think the kingdom of God being built will look like. It's this. It is answering the phone at 3:00. It's paying tithes. It's showing up for camp. It's what Officer William did for this sister that he did not know. It's what Captain DeBar did for that brother who he did not know. Like, this is what's happening. And Esau, he's so carnal. You got all your 3-letter agencies and the police, like how they did Captain Cahan. Like, you so carnal, you looking for us to be criminals and overthrow your nation. When you don't have to overthrow your nation to build God's kingdom. It's happening right now, Mr. White Man.
Yeah.
It's happening right now underneath your nose, and it's ordained and it's sanctioned by the God of the Bible. And this is what it looks like. God's kingdom is being built right here in the midst of all of these other kingdoms. And it happens through these actions right here, through these selfless actions that the brothers and the sisters in the UPK are doing under Command of General Yohana. And it gives me great joy because I know this is how America falls. If America falls this way, the Lord is showing us we can't rely on Esau's government. His government is open one day, closed the next day. You know, you get to eat today, you starve tomorrow. The Lord is like the Lord is juxtaposing the two right in front of us. Where it's like, this kingdom is falling. Here, my kingdom is being built. Like, it's a beautiful comparison to see it happen. It's almost like looking at a scales. You know, as one comes down, the other's coming up. And Esau, for sure, the Lord is the author of your coming down because his kingdom rises up, and it's beautiful to witness. So, like it.
That's right.
If I could say something more off of what you're saying. What you're saying is so heavy, because I was just watching the YouTube video, and it was going into the rise and falls of kingdoms, and it was going into the last couple kingdoms of, I believe it was Great Britain, and I think Spain had it before Great Britain, and it was going into it was showing it on a timeline as an arc, and then the kingdom go up, and all the things that happen with the money, their monetary system, and then their society, and then their society starts to fracture, and then it goes down. Then another one starts coming up with the same like events in their country and this and that, and it was showing America is going on its decline. And basically, it didn't say it, but it was trying to put in China. Like, China's about to come up and then be the next superpower. But sorry, Xi Jinping and all your Ching Chong Chuns, you know what I'm saying? The next kingdom that's going to rise is going to be Christ's kingdom.
That's right.
It's going to be the kingdom of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're the one that's coming up next. And like you said, carnally, they don't see it. They're like, oh, well, you're helping out poor people. You helping people with clothes. That ain't going to build up no nation. You know, that's not what, you know, they're not thinking that's the threat or that's the real move. They still waiting for us to, you know what I mean, get the crate of guns and pop out and take over the mayor's build house or something stupid like that. But what's really going to build it is this brotherhood and this sisterhood. You know what I mean? And once that brotherhood and sisterhood come together, it's going to be a web, and we're going to trampoline off that damn web into a zone and a way of being, a lifestyle, a culture that this world has never seen, and all they're gonna do is look at it like the scriptures say and say these people must be damn near close to God, because the way they keep their laws and their statutes and the way they move, there's this must be the closest nation to God, and that's what they're going. That's what and we see it, but the world want to see it real soon. The Lord got a way. He got a way to make everybody see it. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got many ways. So yeah, I'll leave it there.
Yes. So like, if I may.
Go ahead.
You know, just as Captain Capasto touching on that point, it brings to reminder, just as I say, you know, the Moab kingdom, them thinking them will be the next superpower now. But little that they know, everything that we talk about, it always have a story inside our records where people like them would be witness to certain things when blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians keeping these laws. They know to themselves that if they go to come up against us, they know the Lord will defend us because they know the history behind the Lord defending us. Just as the Moabite, I think, is in the Apocrypha, where you say, if these people them keeping the law, we shouldn't go up against them. And this is what is being demonstrated right here, you know, in the ISUPK under Command in General. And just like the class, you know, what General Hyman did Monday, and in breaking down, you know, as a child, to be humble. This is how you're going to understand and get the understanding in knowing how to walk after our king, into following everything that is being taught. And the men that follow after or humble themselves as that child, you're seeing it right here, because every brother right now, as we say in the school, following the men and was brought up underneath the men that follow Christ. This is why when we say we follow Commanding General Yohana, it's because he follow Christ. And we doing the same as well in walking after that footstep. This is why, as we say, we have many examples, just like Captain Dabar Amat and Osa Warrior, being the example and being that spirit. Because now to gravitate or to move is the Lord will actually showing that. So we could come now and talk about it and bring light to brothers and sisters in knowing that there's always a sanctuary, a place to really learn truth and know who you are. Because again, in rehearsing these righteous acts in the land, as we say, of our captivity, in the land of our captives, the Lord, as we say, we pray that the Lord, shine down on me and raise back up this nation to be, as we say, to rule this earth. Because again, with all that is taking place, as we say, we pray to the Most High God every day. We face the east, just as in Daniel say, and we cry unto the Lord every day. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You all want to touch on a story? Any story you want to touch on particular? Until Cap come back, jump back in. Anyone?
Sir, can we go into that Donald Trump getting booed at the game?
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, let's get it. I think that's number 4.
Yep, come. Trump booed at Commanders NFL game before calling plays from Fox broadcast booth. Donald Trump became the first sitting U.S. president in nearly 50 years to attend a regular season NFL game when he dropped in on the Detroit Lions' win over the Washington Commanders on Sunday. There were boos from large sections of fans, as well as scattered cheers at the Commanders' Northwest Stadium when Trump was shown on the screens late in the first half, and again when the president was introduced by the stadium announcer at halftime. The Washington, D.C. area has strong Democratic support, while Trump cuts to the government have affected many workers in the vicinity of the Commanders Stadium. Sunday was not the first time Trump has received hostile reception from a Washington sports crowd. He was greeted with "lock him up" chants at the Washington Nationals home stadium during the 2019 World Series. The jeering continued while Trump read an oath for members of the military to recite as part of an on-field ceremony during a break in the game. The president arrived at the stadium after the game had started. "I'm a little bit late," Trump told reporters when he got off Air Force One. The plane had earlier completed a flyover of Northwest Stadium before landing. "We're going to have a good game. Things are going along very well. The country's doing well. The Democrats have to open it up," he said, a reference to the government shutdown. In the first quarter, Lions receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown celebrated a touchdown catch by doing the Trump dance, which athletes started performing last year. "I heard Trump was going to be here," St. Brown said. "I don't know how many times the president's going to be at the game, so just decided to have some fun."
Boy, this is the time we in. Like, you booing, but you believing in the whole democracy, the whole politics. Black people, blacks, Hispanics, we gotta wake up and start realizing these two governments, they work hand in hand. That shutdown was shut down because the Democrats and the Republicans, they work hand in hand. You understand? You the only one that being caught out there thinking that if you're a Democrat, the Republicans working against you. You're a fool if you think that. You understand?
So, like, if I could, it's so heavy you bringing that up. It's like the Hunger Games. It's just, Donald Trump, in Rome, they had the bread and circus, and it's the same thing in America. They just, with Trump being there, he's such a divisive political figure that it takes the mind off the game. Really, the NFL, they would rather him not show up, probably, more than likely. But they can't tell the president no. So him coming to the game, and then I think he even wanted to change his name, I believe. So you're seeing these politicians into they're not just in the political where they're entering into the spaces where the culture is mainly dominated by us, but they have to. That's part of the strategy as well. But what you said earlier about the shutdown, I mean, it's spot on because those what they call Democrat defectors, the ones that voted for the in the shutdown, they say all those 5 are not running. They're not running for re-election, so they're on their way out. But Chuck Schumer knew about it. So a lot of these things are orchestrated. And a lot of people felt betrayed. That happened. What you can't put your trust in this government. You can't put your trust in these political parties and so forth. So what you're saying is spot on, and you're seeing the parallels between sports and politics play out every day now more than ever. Even with this whole thing with the college LSU, you got the Governor Landry saying he gonna let Donald Trump pick the next head coach. I mean, which shocked everybody. Everybody is like, "What the hell is this?" So you know what I'm saying, like this, right? But this is they're entering into that space, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be hell on wheels. So you're gonna have to pick one. You want the bread or the circus? You can't have both now. So
that's right. Yeah. Like and what he said, because like he said, what, the government running good?
The country is doing well.
Yeah, the country is doing well, and that's the whole thing. I'm telling you, like with America right now, it's a joke in a way where it's almost like they're living in a different world, different realm to you. Like the country running good for who? Who are you talking about the country running well for? The prices going up in the grocery.
That's right.
Your farmers begging for money. You understand? You cut SNAP. So who is the country running well for?
That's right.
Who's it running well for? And that's, you know what I mean, and that's the oppressor right there for you. Like he will, you know what I mean, he sees things that is not even there. But because he's seeing it, if you don't know any better, you'll think, yeah, everything is going good. We're getting rid of the immigrants. We're doing this. Our country, we're doing, you know what I mean, he closed the border. You stupid MAGA.
Right.
You close the border. Now you can't buy you can't afford no house.
Right.
You're crying for the gas prices. You're crying for the grocery. You're so dumb. You didn't think he was going to cut your food stamps too. You snap.
Exactly.
You think only us going to be affected. No, you going to be affected too, because you're dumb. You're too dumb to realize the rich of you hate the poor of you.
That's right.
And ain't no rule in the Constitution protecting the poor. But in the Bible, there's rules protecting the poor.
That's right.
You understand? And what we doing, we gonna take care of the poor. No, who gonna take care of you? You know what I mean? You trailer parks. All you want to do is hate black people. You know what I mean? So much, and now you get a president that love you. Love you. Well, the country going good. What you crying for? Don't cry. I yield.
So Locky Cap. They didn't get invited to that lavish dinner, that ballroom dinner that he had. Not the ballroom, it was some lavish. They compared it to the Great Gatsby. That extravagant dinner that he had. They didn't get tickets to that.
Yeah.
You understand? But this, once again, it shows the parallels of how this like like what you said, racism, man. The white man's racism should be studied on a extreme level. You got white people down here, in the red state, worried about a red scare. That's a red flag. There's something wrong with you in your mind. Like it's something in your psyche, and quite frankly, they can't stand when the UPK brings it out on the streets, because people that have a sound mind say they are making sense of what's happening they're illustrating, what I'm saying, what is happening in society to a T. And there's no way you can talk about suffering without involving us in the narrative. Because we have the only authentic suffering in this country. Everybody else had, if you want to talk about subsidies, they had subsidies out of their way of being oppressed. We did not. We did not. We wasn't afforded that. We wasn't given safe passage through this country. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the interstate or I-10 or the Trail of Tears. Commander General Yohana has said these things long before a lot of these political scientists and these commentators talking about this stuff. And quite frankly, they're using his talking points. I'm just going to be honest. That's how I feel about it. I've been said that. You understand? But what you're saying is so true, Cap. Like, man, like this country, I mean, are we great yet? Because, you can't fly. The damn planes were grounded. You couldn't go nowhere. It was getting too close to Thanksgiving. And I guarantee you, for them to tell you Happy Thanksgiving is an insult. You should be insulted if somebody come up and tell you Merry Christmas now. Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Holidays. You know what I'm saying? You should be insulted because this place here, you don't live in their world. They don't see you. Their problems, they don't even. You got those politicians and the Republicans. Some of them are living on military bases now. They're not even living in the neighborhood. You know why? Because they in a different world. They're in a bubble. They know if the country is doing so great, why is Stephen Miller living on a military base with his family? Why? Why is that?
Damn.
Why is that? Why are these a lot of these top Republicans living on a military base? If it was so great and everything is so fine, why don't you live among the people that you make policy over? Now that's where it gets interesting at. But they're not ready for that conversation. You know what I'm saying? That you can put an exclamation point or a turning point or whatever other kind of point you want to put on that sentence. But you're not getting away from this. You understand? You're not getting away from the way these policies are and this government. Even when it comes down to the games that he's attended. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that. So like I yield.
What you're saying was so heavy too. You know what I mean? Because brother, I started reading this book. How many of you ever heard about a book called Brainwash by what's your brother name? I think it's Tom Burrell, right?
Tom Burrell.
Yeah,
Okay,
he had his own advertising company. You understand? And he said, you know what I mean, some things in there which, you know what I mean, you read the book, you're seeing it being done right now because, you know what I mean, Esau, you know what I mean, okay, the Bible is not his book to go by. So he creates, you know what I mean, he does studies, he does polls, you understand, to his you know what I mean, to push his agenda, right? No, this is something. Yeah, I'm gonna just read for you all. So say there are many propaganda principles, but here are a few that I believe were of prime importance in the 18th century. Black inferiority marketing strategy, and that's what they're using today. That's what what's his name? Trump used to get into office. You understand? Black inferiority and the Hispanics in that also too, Mexicans, right? Blacks and the First Nation people, they in it also too. And Trump is from the entertainment world, so he understand the like marketing strategy, like you know what I mean, how to market yourself to certain you know what I mean things that's going on, right? So they said these principles were employed throughout the colonial period of the late 1700s, Reconstruction, late 1800s, the 20th century, civil rights movement, and still survived in modern times. So I'm gonna just give the big ones, right? The four big ones that he said. He said the big lie. So one of the strategies, the big lie, the repeated and consistent articulation of a partial, distorted, or manufactured truth. The country is doing well. The country is doing well. We're doing better. You know what I mean? What was his name? Sleepy Joe. He was a problem. He wasn't doing good then. We're doing good now. And start throwing numbers around. And now you're thinking, well, yeah, the country is doing better. No, the country is not. He's just lying to you. You understand? Then he goes into the other big one, right? Is appeal to fear, the purposeful effort to instill apprehension and panic. That's what you're doing with your MAGA. That's what you're doing with your with your immigrants.
Right.
They're committing all the crimes. They're doing this. We're gonna get them out. You put me in office, and I'm gonna get them all out. All these criminals. You understand? They're the problem, right? Sleepy Joe ain't gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. Appeal to prejudice, attacking a value or moral label to floor by well-established perceptions. You understand? Like he's doing that to the so-called to your brothers and sisters, to your blacks again, Hispanics and First Nation people. He appealing to prejudice and then stereotyping. Here we go, exaggerating established perceptions of physical and cultural traits, attaching negative attributes to an entire group.
Right.
Now you have Donald Trump in office, white people, you know what I mean, MAGA, make America great. You understand? They understand and they already did the study on this whole strategy behind getting your reputation, making other people's reputation look bad, yours look good. Making other people reputation look like animals, and they look like, you know what I mean, like gods, basically.
That's right.
So now we need him to survive. You tell black people out there, ain't no white man going to heaven. They're like, nah, well then I don't want to go too. Because they can't survive without him. And that's the stereotype they done, you know what I mean, put on us. You understand? For you thinking that you need him to survive. We don't need him to survive. We don't. This government falling, instead of you know what I mean, us come together, we thinking since the government falling, we out, you know what I mean, we panicking.
Right.
Like what we gonna do? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, we're gonna lose this, you're gonna lose that. We shouldn't be panicking. This is government. Let it fall.
So lucky.
Yeah, come on.
No, Cal, I just want to give it up what you're saying so heavy. And where you brought it out is just so right. Like Christ said, these things must come to pass, man. All these things have to, and we have to get in that position, just like with Jacob and Esau. Like his government is on the way out. Stop trying to hold his hand and take hold of his heel. That's what we need to do. Like we have to, the people stop asking for a seat at the table now. The table, the house and the table is about to go. You understand? He's got to resort to cannibalism in about a few seconds. You're about to see, like the general brought it out, you're about to really see who this man really is.
Yeah.
All, like you said, Cap, the shirt and tie, all that, he gonna come up out of all that, man. You starting to see him more and more. He out in the woods more. He looking more like his, who he really is. You understand? Which is our natural born enemy, according to the scriptures.
That's right.
It's two nations, man. Two manner of people. We don't govern the same. Us trying to it's like it won't work. You understand? It's a social integration was a failed social experiment.
That's right.
Coming to the ends of that now. And look at what we have. Nothing to show for it. What? Be able to sit on his toilet, be able to drink out of his water fountain, but not no more. In about a few seconds, he's gonna take that back. You understand? So what are we gonna do? You understand? Right. So it's just, man, like we got to get ready. We got to take hold of his heel. This place is on the way out, and there's nothing you can do. He's on a war path.
That's it.
It's going back to where they never really left it, but it's open imperialism, what they're doing in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Open conquest. It's like they're trying to rediscover the earth and reconquer the earth all over again.
Yeah.
But they don't have enough time. That's the thing. Time is short. They don't have, and they know they don't have enough time, which is why they're trying to rush things. And when you know anybody know anything about rushing, you usually make a mistake when you start to rush.
Yeah.
You understand? These calculations are going to be off. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing we have to do as a people, is to come together, which is why our brothers and sisters should be coming together for the Passover. And it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, next year in April. Well, I forgot what's the date, Cap? April 4th in Houston, Texas, man. You need to get out there with Johnny, man. Well, look,
that's right.
We see our brothers out there and sisters out there trying to break off and do different things off the grid and things like that, man. And they stay looking for community. Well, guess what? You should come down to get in contact with Commander General Yohana, the ISUPK. This is where you build that, man. This is where you're going to get that universal practical knowledge, because you're seeing what is happening with this government. Everybody, there was an article that in the New York Times that the headlines read that this government is not working for us. That was the New York Times headline. This government is not working. So in other words, just say what it is. This government has failed.
That's right.
We already know it didn't work for us. But it's failing them. It's not designed to work for us. Designed to crush us and use us as a base for them to have their white supremacy. Now it's starting to self-implode. There's a civil war going on inside the MAGA movement.
That's right.
Since that Charlie Kirk got unalived, there's a power struggle that's happening right now in the MAGA movement. Nobody want to talk about it, but it's happening. You understand? There's a lot of infighting. They're trying to keep the facade of that we all unite. No, they're not. No, they're not. And it's going to get more violent as they start to have difference of opinions and different way of how they want to have America 2.0. And you're going to see that. That's why you should step back and get out the way.
That's right.
Turn to your God. Turn to your Constitution. You understand? Which is the Holy Bible. So
that's right.
I yield, sir.
That's right. That's right. Anything else?
So, like, this I was gonna look issues with the camera, but I was hearing everything you're saying. I think we're good to go now. Freeze again. If it freezes and it seems like you ain't seeing it moving, just let me know.
Come on.
You know what I mean? But like what you were saying about Trump there, like really Trump is their Messiah. And Trump is he's their Caesar Borgia, he's their Jesus Christ. Like you see, Christ died for our sins. He's taken away white guilt from America.
That's it. Yeah.
Makes them feel so good about themselves. And he's like their Jesus. That's why, like Kahan, what you were saying, the football coach said, I'm gonna let Trump pick the next football coach. Yeah, like I told you, I listened to Trump calling that Commanders game. Commanders get their ass washed this weekend. Trump up there, analyze. The football is a lot like life. It's the good, the bad, the ugly. You can't give up. You got to run the routes. You got to know what you're doing. Sometimes, the shit just don't work. You can't quit. I'm like, well, I think we found your true calling, Mr. President. You need to just, buy a set of headphones and a mic and give up the Oval Office. You know what I mean? Like it's so crazy. It's like they really he's taking away their white guilt. He's delivering them from their sins. That's in the past. And that MAGA movement, you know, it done reach to Europe. It's called the MAGA movement. Make Europe great again. It's a full and total buy over right now.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. He's having that effect worldwide. And who knows if this is, as we build the 144,000, who knows if he's building that 666?
Right.
That's right.
He's pulling them all the way together worldwide.
So lock it, Cap.
Come on.
Now, it's heavy. You mentioned the 666. I made a post on Facebook. I said, y'all mad about him making the ballroom, adding the ballroom to the White House.
Right.
Wait till he turned the Pentagon to a hexagon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, wait till he turned the Pentagon to a hexagon.
Listen, Trump is going to turn this thing into a whole Trump. It's going to be the United States of Trump.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be the United States of Trump. If you down football team, you want to change RFK Stadium to Donald J. Trump Stadium. You know, that's why he went to the damn football game. You know, they booed the socks off of him. You know, I don't know why he put himself through that torture. You know what I mean? Me, I'm talking on Zoom. I know y'all don't like me that much. I'm talking on Zoom. Push a button, I'm done. You fly over down to Andrews, fly over the damn stadium, take a ride up there, and everybody booing you.
So, like it, sir, and what you said, that's so heavy. The point you made, where Donald Trump is their Jesus, he's their savior, in the sense of how, since he's been in office, he has galvanized white people to completely feel innocent, and like what you said, how he wipes away the white guilt. Like Donald Trump, the one thing that I've noticed since he's been in office, because I came into the school right during the election, the first time, and so like I'm able to see the change in sentiment of white people, and it was like Obama was the start of making white people start to feel, okay, well, listen, we gave you niggas a brown one. You niggas got a brown one in office, so now y'all got to stop the complaining.
Right.
And then it was Donald Trump got in, and it was like he took it to a level where it's like, you know what? I'm a white man and I'm proud. You understand? Like, why should I be? You start seeing videos and podcasts now. Why we got to be? Why you always hear this? A straight white Christian male is under attack in America. The straight white Christian male. I've heard so many times in the past 8 years, as if somehow white men are a victim. You know, as if somehow white men are victims. Like they have a serious victim mentality. But Donald Trump has been able to make them feel like you should not feel guilty. What the hell is wrong with even the whole move to get rid of the Smithsonian is to remove white guilt, is to wash away your sins. It's to make you clean, even though your sins be as a scarlet rag, white America, and a deep scarlet rag was because you spilled a lot of blood.
Yep.
Trump, to wash away all the dirt and all the blood that you've committed, so you can feel good about who you are. Thank the Lord that Donald Trump, you understand, is your savior and not our savior, and not the savior.
Yep.
Christ is going to remember that blood.
Hell yeah.
Christ is going to he's going to see your blood with more blood. I'll see your one with one.
Right.
And he's going to remind you just how bloody you've been, and you're going to be in it.
He definitely is that. He's taking that weight off of them that they couldn't stand, and it's reaching to Europe. The brother showed me a battle they got into at camp. And there's a whole movement now where before, in the last maybe 2 or 3 years, you could battle a Edomite at camp and they'll say, yes, slavery was wrong, and they'll mention the Quakers, and they'll mention, what's the fool's name? William Wilberforce, who is a famous abolitionist. The brother showed me a battle they got into 2 weeks ago out in Leicester, and they're battling this white man about slavery. And the white man say, what's your problem? We freed y'all. And I was like, yep, the poison has reached. It crossed the pond. They're stepping into it now. They're stepping into it. Like, you can't call them out on what they did in the past. It's like, yes, so yeah, we enslaved you all, but we freed you all too. You should be happy for that. I think that's what the devil said. You should be happy we freed you. We freed you. Rahman said, yeah, but you put us in slavery too. But we freed you. Like, they're now owning the shit. I'm like, yes. Trump hit a nerve with them. You know what Trump did? If I could get that scripture, this is what Trump did for them all. Like, I was calling it the Trump effect in the beginning, but I think it's called the Lamech effect. Give me Genesis 4 and 23. Start at 23.
Come. The book of Genesis, chapter 4 and verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives, Ada and Zillah, hear my voice.
Lamech is a son of Cain. This is one of Cain's sons. All right, go ahead.
Come. Hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech. For I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt.
Yeah, Lamech went home after getting that good old orgasm killing, where he just I forget the name the general showed in the video.
Buck fever, sir.
Buck fever. Lamech got that old buck fever killing and had to go and tell them woman, listen, I done kill a man to my wounding and a young man to my hurt. Because of course he understands what happens, the judgment that comes when you kill somebody, because his father killed somebody. His father killed his uncle. And he was like, damn, I did this thing, but it's only going to end up bad for me. And a young man too, so it's going to be to my hurt. Go ahead. But then he realized, he looked in the mirror and saw white. Go ahead.
If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold.
Brother, you see verse 24? It's like, a power pack for the oppressor. It's like a boost. Once he realizes, hold on, I am a white man. If anybody touches me, if Cain will be avenged sevenfold, surely I'll be avenged 70-fold. So you know what? I'll own it all. Yeah, I killed him. Yeah, I enslaved you all. I'll let you all go too. What the hell is your goddamn problem? I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do all this for you. What's your problem? They're going to be so emboldened, and it's going to make them go down into the war. It's going to make them go into the war. It's like the Lord is stirring up their pride just so he can, have that battle against them.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And like I say, it's spreading throughout the earth. It's spreading. I see the article today. The brother sent me from the UK. It's called From MAGA to Mega. Make Europe great again. I'm like, so what y'all going back to? Throwing piss and feces out the window and the Black Plague? That's what you're going back to? Right. You're going back to abroad bathing twice a year under that frock smell like a latrine. That's what you're going back to? All right. Okay. Enough said.
Yeah, and it's crazy because we had a battle in DC, and it was a couple from the UK not too long ago. It was a couple of them from the UK,
right?
And the devil, he didn't want to admit that they supported Trump, but he inadvertently admitted like they are for Donald Trump.
Right.
So I was like, so the UK is racist like the United States, and then they had to backpedal. No, it's not like here in the UK. We are more, the same lies white people say here. We are, we're one nation and we're together. But I was like, but you just said y'all support Donald Trump over there,
right?
So they was like, yeah, we do, but we don't support the racism. Like we support how he's united. I was like, well, how is Donald Trump uniting the country? And I was like, well, he's getting. I was like, through racism. I was like, you trying to clean it up, and you devils in the UK are just as racist. But the fact that you said, Kat, you bringing that out, that is spreading over there. We've seen it firsthand in DC. So that's crazy.
Yeah, it's for sure. They make any steps to that. They take any steps towards the whole goddamn thing. And it's going to be ultimate white supremacy. You know, at one time recently, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, they was painting the King George flag, you know, that cross, the red cross, everywhere, because they feel like they're losing the country to these Palestinians and these Pakistanis with all the protesting and shit. And the government started sending workers out to paint over the flags on public areas, because they was painting it on the road, on the walls, everywhere. It was like a huge thing. And that pissed off the younger generation public, saying like, how is this unpatriotic? How is this a crime? How is this vandalism? We lose in our country. It's giving that whole crusade vibe again. That St. George flag is the crusade symbol. I'm going to show it to everybody who may not be familiar. When you see it, you'll know exactly what it is. But that St. George flag or King George flag is is a symbol of, you know, Christianity and their supremacy in the UK, right? And it comes from the Crusades. It comes from them. What do they call them? Is the Templar Knights? Is that them?
Knights Templar.
Yep. It comes all the way from them on back when the war was fought against who? The Muslims, and it's there again. You understand? You're seeing it there again. The whole thing is coming back again. So, like, the Lord making sure this place goes in the direction He wants it to. You know, if you pay attention, you see the red and white. So they would paint these things all. Y'all could see it. Is it up? Oh shit, still up.
No, we can't see it.
Okay. They would paint these all over the UK on different things, on the little roundabouts, you know what I mean? And the UK government would send out workers to repaint it. And they would get angry because the government making so many cuts. The government was making so many cuts, budget cuts, saying they don't have money, they don't have this. And the public is like, where the hell y'all getting the money to pay people to do this shit? And y'all saying y'all don't have no damn money. Like, this is a roundabout, just, like an intersection. They just put it to make the intersection easy. And they would just paint over the damn thing. They just paint it everywhere on walls, hang the flag. They would just get ultra, Britain. Britain first. And, it's all coming in together with what Trump is doing. You know what I mean?
If I could jump in there. What you're saying is heavy because our people do not realize. Our people do not realize what's coming. When you're reading the scriptures, there's a prophecy that the Lord talked about. And he said, wake up the mighty man. Wake up the mighty man. These countries are not going to go into World War III without a good, strong constitution of the public behind them. Right. Like, when you have such a weak public, you don't really want to jump into another war. Look at Donald Trump when he came in. The public, we don't want no more wars. Donald Trump, I'm going to pull everybody out, this and that. So when you don't have that public support, it's hard to get to manifest the wars that the oppressor need. But the Lord said He's going to wake up the mighty men. They're going to turn their plowshares into swords. It's not about to be a time of great peace or some great awakening of love is about to return, and all that shit is over with. So our people don't understand. ISUPK, we understand. That's why we're getting prepared. That's why we have group chats. That's why we work on the things we need for survival and leaning on each other and practicing brotherhood and getting ready for them type of days and times where we have people that we would die for on our team, But our people they nowhere near understanding what's about to come. Like it's going to get worse than that. You think, they paint flags. Next, they'll be erecting castles, or they'll be taking over parts of town, putting roadblocks up. It's going to be even more. You think all these ICE agents going to go anywhere? That may evolve into a whole nother sector of government. And so, but it's all to wake up the heathens for World War III.
Right.
But until they really all the way in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, in that Armageddon, in that what's another term for it in the scriptures? That's that Middle East. Until they're all over there, they're gonna be still over here. And we're gonna have to be dealing with it. So if you're a brother or sister, you get down with UPK. Start sending them tithes in. Start batting down the hatches, because that's the time it is. It's the time to start batting down the hatches, taking count. What does the scripture say? If you're about to go to war, count the cost.
Right.
No man go to war without counting the cost. And as a people, we got to start counting the cost of what will happen if they cut off the food stamps. What will happen if they get rid of the Section 8? What will happen if they do this and do that? Like, we got to really start coming together to be prepared against these things. We've got to.
Yeah.
If we don't, we're going to see it, and there's going to be a lot of our people that just fall apart. They just fall apart. They crash out. That's what they call crash outs. And a lot of it happened during COVID. You had people unaliving each other in the same family.
Yeah.
Over the check, what they're going to do with all the money they get from the stimulus, over the stress, over the bills, over that happened here in Indianapolis. A family basically turned on each other. A black man, I think the woman unalived the man, or the man unalived the woman over the check that they were supposed to get for the kids. You think that it's happening in the green tree? What's going to happen in the dry tree?
Right.
If you can't come together while we got food every day, while we got electricity and running water, how are we going to come together when those things start, like we start having the rolling blackouts? They just had a whole countrywide blackout in Dominican Republic. People on the trains didn't stop and everything. People had to walk.
Damn.
People was walking miles home. So when that type of stuff come here, what are we going to do? We're going to be turning on each other, or we're going to come together even greater?
That's right.
We're the only one who got the formula. We're the only one coming together.
Yep. Our government ain't shut down. Our government won't.
That's right.
I'm to add to what you're saying too. The Lord want to fight for us so much too, in a way where you all heard today, bit by bit the trickling out like emails and stuff from Epstein.
I saw something with it.
Yeah. And Trump get called at least twice in one of those emails.
Yeah, they say he was on the island. They say he was on the damn island in the emails, I think.
You understand? Like, the Lord trying to show you that the people who run in the government ain't really who they claim they are. They're worse than you. You know what I mean? They're worse than you. They're not qualified to be over top of you.
Yeah.
Your life is, is least of worries to them.
Yeah.
You understand? Because these bastards just lustful and about doing, everything they feel they could do. Why? Because they have money. In this place, you have money. You could, what Trump said, he said I could unalive somebody in Times Square and still get off.
Yeah. Right.
And he's not lying, is to the point where now you're seeing America, is basically run by money.
Yeah.
By lust. You understand? And black people, it's good that in this time the oppression is getting more, but our oppression is only going to draw us closer together.
Yeah.
And let us realize that the problem is not the brother in the ghetto with you. It's not the brother in the hood or the sister in the hood. The problem is the oppressor. He's the problem. Just like their people going to start recognizing we not the problem. The rich people are the problem. They don't convince them that they don't take away the whole concept of a king from them. So these, these MAGA think, well, we don't have that concept of a king. But ask yourself, why is these emails trickling out? Ask yourself why it is you can't see. You don't know what the hell is going on with Epstein. When they have all the information, they can let it out tonight. Without putting them, you know how they like to put a black mark, redact a whole. Yeah. So now you had to sit down and read, and when you see this, you had to fill in. Well, who the hell are talking about? It's a mess. You know what I mean? It's a mess. If they have to hide what they're doing, then somebody robbing somebody, somebody stealing from somebody, somebody is lying to someone.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, so like,
you go ahead,
yeah, that's salute and out now, right?
Also, so like, so I forget you want to read over here in Disneyland with
Neverland.
He tell us it's not 1:30 in the morning, but I forget you in real time, Max. So like, it's gonna be like this until next year. So whatever you need to drop, just drop out. Okay, no sweat. So we're gonna be wrapping up soon too. So it's all good. All right, then let's up there.
Yeah, but sure.
Yeah. So Carl, I don't know if you wanted to play that video real quick, because I do want to touch on that story with Panama and boy. Trump sending some poor battalion down there in the jungle in Panama to trade. Yikes.
Come on. I was wondering, there's a interesting video I saw of a Louisiana. I think he's running for Senate or something like that. And this campaign video is just, it goes to the point of, like you said, Lamech, it goes to the point of, them reinforcing white supremacy and whiteness in this country, man. So it's just, this is now. I want to just preface it with this for those who about to see the video. Now, you don't know if you're watching somebody who's selling guns or doing something for a gun show, or you don't know if somebody's actually talking about doing something for America.
Right.
Man, so this right here, are we talking about a politician or a person that's are we talking about Rambo? I don't know. Or we'll find out.
I voted to convict President Trump.
I'm Blake Miguez, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate because Bill Cassidy sucks. I'm a 7th-generation Louisianan and a world champion sharpshooter. Only politicians like Bill Cassidy can't shoot straight, but I can. Ultra-processed foods are slowly poisoning our children. Cartels and gangs have invaded our country with violent crimes and drugs. Far-left Marxists are attacking and destroying American culture. President Trump is already saving America, but he needs our help. President Trump needs a senator to support him full time. No more part-time election season Republicans. We're done with DC phonies. Down here, loyalty matters. We don't flinch, and we sure don't forget. I grew up in a working-class family, worked our way up. Like so many Louisianans, I fought through hurricanes, hard times, and government incompetence. Politicians didn't pick us back up. Faith, family.
Hold on, how them niggas make this? What in the fuck is this, man?
It's a different world, Cap. It's a different world.
Them brothers and them was fighting for dear life. Oh my gosh,
Family and hard work did. Government's been broken. Trump is fixing it. Do you want a senator you know will have Trump's back? A straight shooter who doesn't flinch when it's time to fight? I'm your guy. We're done being fooled by weak Republicans.
I voted to convict President Trump.
Bill Cassidy had his shot. He missed. I won't. I'm Blake Miguez, and I approve this message because it's time to pull the trigger on real change.
It's time to pull the trick. Like I mean, now listen, now let's be real, America, brothers and sisters. I mean, we got to. I mean, how much? I mean, look, it's like, are we doing a movie? Are we doing John Wick Part 5 or something with this man? Like this, and why everything got to be handled with being shot? Didn't Charlie Kirk just get unalived?
John Wick, John Rambo, Booker Eli, all in one. Just everybody with a gun.
Come on, Cap. Citizen Kane. Like this is like, and then you want to argue with the UPK. I mean, this is. I mean, I ain't gotta tell you pro gun, but I mean, the way he's dealing with opponents and every political issue is with a bullet, not a ballot.
Right.
And I think that people should be able to read between the lines.
Yeah.
No matter how big they are. And I just wanted to show this, Cap. I'm gonna let it go. I don't even want to go into the story, but I just wanted to show them the type of political climate and the social climate. And this is from Louisiana right here. I ain't gotta tell you about Mississippi.
Damn.
I gotta tell you about Denver, Texas. Forget about it.
They might just come up with the rope and say, "Yeah, we're gonna hang everything black."
Come on. We can go.
They'll buy a tin of black paint and say, "Yeah, we're gonna hang it just because it's black."
Oh man,
bad out here. Like, and this is the thing. He could only look tough because the cans don't shoot back.
Exactly.
He could only look tough like that. Go ahead.
And Cap, he showed the brothers in New Orleans running the one they remember the one that broke out of jail. He had to put that in. It then gonna say he survived the hurricanes. That's what like black people went through the hurricanes.
Right.
See, you didn't show see, once again, they always got to use brothers and sisters. This is why you got to pay attention to what they say and what they do. And the narrative is we just like what everybody's bringing out about this country, how they losing their country, and to keep you under them is how they make this country great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I mean, everything right there. Now, if there was a black man, they would have said he's inciting political violence. If there was a black man with a gun saying we're gonna deal with this like this, they would have called him a thug. And they would have said it's un-American, it's unpatriotic.
Right.
But because he's doing it, it's the American way.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to probably win that seat. Because notice this, he said, not the American people need help. Trump needs help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like think of look at now. You post now your constituency is not one man. Your constituency should be the state of Louisiana, which consists of many different variations of people. But that doesn't matter. What matters is the MAGA movement. What matters is what Trump wants. And I'm going to defend him because I'm a straight shooter. I yield.
Oh, Gucci man said, he going to send your best shooter. He going back in a pine box. You're gonna send your best shooter, you're gonna lose your best shooter.
Damn.
Oh Lord. And listen, even that card, they done taken the whole black, flavor of it. Like he's trying to be gangster. Like he's a straight shooter. He's a shooter. And as you say, if a brother did that, it would be all sorts of YN, black culture, this urban language. How could that then got no place in here? But Trump done wiped his sins away. His sins, he is lily white right now. He's ready to go. And he's been born again. He's ready. He's been born again by the blood from the heirs of Donald Trump. That, he didn't give his life for you, but he gave his heirs. And that blood was enough. It was enough to just wipe away your white guilt. It was enough to do it and to bring you out of who you are. You know what I mean? Shit. I don't even know if you had the time for this other story. Let's touch on it real quick. You know what I mean? You see, he done turned on that the other bro, the badly built bleached blonde bro. Forget her name.
Marjorie
Green. He done say Marjorie started off good, but she lost her way. Listen, I don't know. Like, I'm too much of a conspiracy theorist. I would not doubt that they're setting her up to be the alternative Republican candidate for the next 3 years election because they know Trump is not winning no next election. And if he ain't, they're not going to wait till the last 3 months to put a woman in there like the Democrats did. Like, remain Republican, but she's going to be the one who could, galvanize everybody together. I don't know, but I ain't taking that dissension too lightly. He don't deal with dissenters like that. He don't come and say they lost their way. He'll totally take them off the board. The fact that she's still around, talking, holding her post, I'm not too sure this is, dissension, but, man in motion. That's what it is. It's Omaha, man in motion.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah. So, let's get out that story. That first, number one. All right, number 1 and 3, really.
Couple can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Couple sir. Pentagon sends ground forces to train in Panama's jungle for the first time in decades. Green hell revived as Trump shifts the military's focus to Latin America. For the first time in more than 2 decades, the Pentagon has begun sending conventional ground forces to Panama to train in the jungle there, returning U.S. soldiers and Marines to a new force called the Green Hell because of its similarities to Vietnam. The training program at Base Aero Naval Cristobal Colon, formerly known as Fort Sherman, is relatively small in scope, but is expected to ramp up over the next year.
Hold on, what's the name of the base?
Cristobal Colon.
Like these people are. They done named the whole base after Columbus.
Yep.
So you know what they're down there to do if it's in the name of Columbus. Like this whole is to watch over that that Panama Canal. Men down there. I'm looking at pictures and stuff from this fort thing. This should look like a scene from the first Predator. I'm expecting to see Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers come and put their hands together, like boom, and the biceps, and then the big gun come out. I'm expecting to see that and M16s all over the place.
Right.
Like they're down there now to start to really police the backyard. Like America is really exercising their power as the world police. You know what I mean? In 20 years, they didn't do that. The fort is broken down and run over. They sending men down there in the jungle and ain't paying nobody.
Right.
Okay. Any more?
Kamala Khan. The program began earlier this year and is not intended to prepare troops for a potential mission, including inside in Venezuela, the official said. Still, the military's interest in jungle warfare in Latin America is noteworthy given Trump's heightened focus there. Since taking office, Trump has vowed to take back the Panama Canal and repeatedly threatened to attack Venezuela because of its alleged role in transiting illegal narcotics. If you can train and fight in one of the most difficult and challenging locations in the world, you build a really lethal, effective force, the defense official said of the rationale behind the new training program.
They're just sending them men down there just to, to appease the public. But this is not going to work. It's going to be a whole other disaster. You're going to hear more and more stuff from it. Like this, I think this year is the the fort. This is Fort Sherman, I believe. And it's part of that army base of Cristobal Colon. The fort is totally, it's old. The shit is ran over. But he want to have that presence down there for the canal to police the canal. And then to come on the back end to have ground troops who could deal with the war that he know he's going to have to fight in Latin America. You know what I mean? And of course, this is them 20 plus years ago on the ground in Fort Sherman, calling, training or doing whatever else.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead.
Yeah, this is you remember that whole what they call a coup that took place in Grenada.
Yep.
Right. What they also saying too is almost like that whole thing with Grenada was for America to show the might because they had just got the tail whoop from Vietnam.
Yep. It was
So
the best. It was killing two birds with one stone.
yeah.
It was
So
killing two birds with one stone. Like that's how they justified it with the American public.
Mm-hmm.
The real reason they went down there because nobody really cared about that little island revolution. Like Grenada is not even 1 million people.
Right.
We're talking about maybe a couple 100,000, maybe.
Yeah.
Like the reason they went down there is because they said if we let this stand, they don't speak Spanish, they speak English. This is going to resonate with the blacks in America. And we can't let that shit stand. And to sell it to the public, they had to go down there and show their might and as a win because they was getting torn up in Venezuela, in Vietnam.
Yeah.
You
And they're doing the same thing. They're trying to do the same thing with Venezuela. But it's going to be a big problem because it ain't going to just be Venezuela, the fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the whole, you know what I mean, the problem there. They're trying to calculate it to the point. Because now, today, they're trying to sell drugs. So since when you have a problem with drugs?
Right.
Since when? What happened to Afghanistan?
Yeah.
You think people forget Afghanistan? You think people forget in the 80s with the Contra? You went down there and with the Contras and brought back a ton of drugs and flood the black community with it.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Your problem. What's your problem?
You know what I mean? And since you're all down there, you know what I mean, stopping drugs from coming from Venezuela. Well, what's going on in America? Did the drugs stop flowing?
Right.
Did it stop? Ain't nothing. We ain't hear nothing about it stopping. People still getting high in America here. People still dying, you know what I mean, ODing from drugs across here. So that what he's talking about there about, you know what I mean, the Venezuelan president is into drugs. I mean, that's a big lie that he's using to just go conquer Venezuela so that America could look as if they're big, mighty, and powerful. You understand? Just like a bully. You know what I mean?
It's like if I could get in there too and say something on that. This is partially or probably the main reason why that black general who was over South America and the Caribbean, why he resigned. You know, he resigned as this was starting to ramp up, because I guarantee you there was a meeting where they told him what the plans is going to be. He didn't agree with it, and he knew it was unjust. He knew it was against international law. He knew it was immoral.
Yep.
And he knew it's not what he became a general for.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So he decided to, leave a portion of his career because he's supposed to be on that post for a few more years to get his full benefits. He decided to forego them extra benefits to get out of this. And that should be a signal to the rest of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who in the white man's army. You should be planning your retirement as well.
That's right.
You know, you brothers should be retired, planning your get out, your DD 214 and all of that. You should be planning to get that ASAP.
That's right.
Because once they go over the edge, like they ain't really went all the way over the edge. They playing with the edge, and they did it. They have went over, but with killing those fishermen on those boats. But once they go, they're not planning on stopping from there. As you can see, they plan on going even further. I just watched on the news, Venezuela basically went into a state of emergency and conscripted all parts of the government to be able to assist the army at a moment's notice. No matter what part of the government you are to be enlisted to help and support the army at a moment's notice. He just signed signed a bill to give the army that power. So, if you work the Coast Guard or lifeguard or something, you'd be conscripted to be a lifeguard and help out the army at any moment in Venezuela. So that he knows, he's feeling more heat. You don't see it as idle threats, and bringing all those resources, all that firepower into the region. The scripture, like you said, he ain't really bearing the sword in vain.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that our people need to kind of do to start getting ready. One of them is start pulling out this white man's army.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Yep. Like imagine that. There's going to be so much capable, able-bodied brothers and sisters down there in the jungle with a cutlass cutting trees down and foliage, and there's so many black people and Latino people on the streets of America missing. Nobody looking for them. Nobody trying to find them. Nobody trying to help them. Nothing. You know what I mean? Like really withdraw from this place so that it can fall faster. Because you the backbone, we the knees, we the everything that holding this place up.
That's right.
Go ahead, Cap.
Cap, it just had that Veterans Day thing, for a lot of veterans, man. And it just made me think about a lot of those brothers that sleep under that bridge in a lot of major cities, man. And you go under there, we do food programs and things, but you go under there, man, and those brothers, those are the real soldiers, man. Those are the ones that really, like you said, they got shot up and all those different things. And the reason that platoon survived.
Right.
And some of them brothers, they still have their medal, they still have their dog tags. They still can tell, they still can read that number and all that off. Let you know that rank. Like that, but that scarred them what they did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, boy, I mean, it's the nightmares they have. You know what I'm saying? That, the sensitivity to noise, the sensitivity to light in some cases. Like, these are the things, like you said, Cap, like we sacrifice our lives for this place, man.
Yeah.
We get nothing in return. We don't even get, nothing in return.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But those are those ones that's up at the Pentagon with all them stars on them, a lot of them. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you look at Colin Powell, and then, like, cats like him, he pretty much knew his shit. But you got a lot of them up there who just, that they showcase him. But the ones that's under the bridge, them black and Latinos and Native American Indians that sleep under the bridge, those are the real. They have the real stories.
Yeah.
Agent Orange and being in a foxhole and have to mow people down just to get out of there.
Oh.
Those they have to drink a fifth of Jack Daniel just to stay warm in the winter and to get sleep.
Yeah.
Like that, they don't want to have those conversations.
No.
But that's what war for this man has done for our people.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're so right. Like that Veterans Day is a farce. America don't give a damn about you serving them. They don't care. They use you, abuse you, and send you back. They give to who they want and make a photo up and a video about it to make everybody think they're taking care of their own. But they're not.
And to add to what you were saying too, is the proof of that is the real Veterans Day, which was called what do call it? I forget the day, something Decoration Day or something like that, with the brothers in South Carolina, where they say the kids were marching in front. They say circle that camp with the woman and then the men, then the Union soldiers.
I think that's the one that's for Memorial Day. I think that's what Memorial. I think that's the one you're talking about. That's the one that started with brothers.
The Memorial Day.
I think it's the Memorial Day one.
Okay.
Like it started with us honoring the dead of ours.
And
they saw it and then damn near took the damn thing. But shit, brother, the way how we contribute to this place, I wouldn't doubt it. You peel back all the files and everything, you'll find out that everything starts from us.
That's
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything started from, you know, how we operate and how we do, because we are the people with the class in here. Like, it's not, you know what I mean?
If I could,
Yeah, go ahead.
you'll find out really black people basically run America and probably been running America.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much everything that's been working in America was presented and executed by black people.
Yep.
And the oppressor,
Latino. Mm-hmm.
and Latinos and Native Americans. And the oppressor, all he has done is been able to brutalize, kill, steal, and destroy enough to covet the highest seats of power.
Basically.
You know, while we basically run this country and make it great.
Yep. Yep. Listen, man, that's why everybody, April 4th, 2026, Houston, Texas. Make it down to Houston, Texas, man. Come on down there, get with the Passover. Commander General Hannah, we going back to the ranch. He done had the whole ranch laid out for you. We're going to be out there. Make sure you get down there early, though. I think the week kicks off, April 1st, with the lamb slaughter. You know, Captain Akkad, big up Captain Akkad, always hosting that lamb slaughter every year. This year, boy, it's going to be an amazing, amazing feat. I would tell you, get down there Monday. Get down there Monday. Check into your hotel Monday night so you could sleep in late Tuesday morning. Get up, let the kids get acclimatized to Houston. But Wednesday, you want to be there on that ranch early. Because I fill them in, brother. I think you might know better than me. Come on.
Kawakan, sir. Wednesday, April 1st is the Passover week kickoff. You understand? It's going to be excellent. It's going to be so many events that day. Rides for the children, the petting zoo for all the farm animals. It's going to be fishing. I hope y'all not scared of worms, because we're going to definitely have fishing. Archery for those that want to get their Hunger Games on.
I'll be shooting for the district.
Right. Archery. There's going to be, of course, food and drinks galore. I know you sisters. I hope you sisters bring them boots and your hats, because it's going to be line dancing, boots on the ground. You understand? Zydeco style.
Zydeco. I'm going to get my hat for that shit.
Right, Kawakan. And then there's going to be a 3-point shootout for all the Steph Currys, all the brothers that, you know, they got a good jump shot. There's going to be a 3-point shootout. So, we, you know, cash prize for the brothers that can shoot. So, you got to be there Wednesday morning to register for the raffle, the cash raffle for the 3-point shootout. Y'all don't want to miss it. The Passover week kickoff Wednesday, April 1st. Like Captain Shock said, you might want to get there. Just plan for getting there Monday and sleeping Tuesday, and then coming out that Wednesday, because it's going to start off the whole week of events for the Passover. It's going to be off the chain, y'all, for real. And of course, the lamb slaughter. And of course, the lamb slaughter as well.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, because like you said, there's a raffle that to enter.
Kawakan, so it's going to be a cash raffle. You have to be there that morning to register for the raffle.
I got you.
So you got to be there that morning, Wednesday morning, there at the ranch to get in that raffle. The same with the 3-point shootout. You understand? You brothers who want to get in and try to see if you got the best jump shot for the cash prize, you got to be there that morning to register. There's no pre-registration. So, you know, first come, first serve, whoever can get in. So come show up Wednesday. It's gonna be off the chain, y'all.
Listen, you gonna make the Louisiana governor come out, and he gonna try to show you how well he shoot at. It's gonna be like somebody said a shootout. Somebody hey, Pilgrim. Yeah, I mean, but y'all make sure y'all get down there, man. Passover, 57th annual Passover. Gonna be in Houston, Texas, man. Make your plans from now. Make all your plans. Get them plane tickets ready. Get them, them rentals ready if you want to go through the, drive through the zone. Kahan had me rethinking the drive. I was gonna make the drive. I think I won't be as cool with them bastards. I'm not cool, Kahan. So y'all might have to send my lamb and bread in one of them prisons down there. Yeah.
Good. Look, we gonna have Passover inside the road. Everybody gonna be out there.
I'm gonna be in there praying for the earthquake, like Paul, for the damn gate to swing open.
All right, look. They gonna see the smoke on the side of the road. They gonna see what's going on. Say, what happened right here? They gonna do this here?
Oh shit. Yeah, man. But we're gonna get it together, get down there, man. Get down there early. Yeah, everybody make it down there for that thing. You know, Captain Akad and that whole team. They have a huge kickoff. It's going to be insane. They're gonna be bands, competitions, stuff for the kids. I know you brothers always want to talk about, Jordan, LeBron. Let's see who's the shooter, man. Let's see who's the shooter. Let's see who is the shooter. Yeah, man. Listen, don't be surprised. They add a few more events. I know there's some brothers in here with that good old arm. You're gonna be out there with the sleeve coming down to the wrist, and you're warming up. Pass me the damn leather and throw hut, Omaha, back up. That's what your hips like Dak Prescott. You're warming up my last head. Yeah, right. You're gonna definitely do the damn thing and get this competition going. It's gonna be a fun day event. It's kicking off, man. Y'all don't miss it. Don't miss it, man. Let's kick off this thing all the way strong. That ranch is ours for them 5 days, I believe. Let's get down there and do it. With that, pay your tithes, isupk.com. Pay your tithes, 10% all the increase in earnings must come into the priest and prophet of the Lord. isupk.com. Pay your Passover fee, $200 per adult 17 years and over. Pay that thing from now, man. Knock that thing down. I keep telling you, use them credit cards, man. Pay them things early. You have months to pay it off, man. That shit could just be for Passover. Like this thing could be done if you really want to do it. If you're really willing to do it, it could be done. Could be done. Don't hold yourself back. Again, to the usual suspects who always on every night. Everybody in the chat too. I big you all up this time. Next week I'll get to you all. But the usual panel, Captain Nafak holding it down, holding on the South Jamaica, all that. Cap, we had to get Jamaica on maybe next week, man. Talk about that hurricane and all the work.
Yeah, for sure.
Next week for sure, man. I told you it slipped my mind today. Also, Captain holding down the South. Spearheading that Passover again is going to be outstanding one for sure. We know. And Captain Kapash, you all know him. He needs no introduction for sure. Holding on, back and forth through the Caribbean, giving brothers strength, doing amazing work with brothers. Just like Warrior found and the bar found, helping and trying to strengthen our brothers. And like I say, it takes courage to help Israel, man. It takes courage to help Israel. You know what I mean? And of course, Kazak officer, a warrior. And Officer Kazakai mad, holding it down. Officers running down for Baltimore and DC, back and forth, switching one up, one down, next one up, next one down. These two brothers there is really helping and working these zones and helping these brothers out, and bringing them up to a level and a standard in the spirit of the Most High, in the spirit of the Lord. Like, we have what we need to take this place. We have what we need to take this place. And we're doing it right now with nothing. Imagine when this nation flows in here and brings everything. It will be the kingdom of heaven. The UPK is the home of the truth, man. And that you have to say the thumb.
That should be thumb.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.